Hello. Our company is located in Kretinga, a city in western Lithuania. We're responsible for supply of drinking water and wastewater treatment across the district. Our company has networks of over 500 kilometers and employs around 60 people and serves over 13,000 users. And we are using ArcGIS for many various purposes, and I think most of all we are using this for an automation. And today I will try to answer a few questions. The questions I would like to hear before I have started to do this. So, if we plan to start using automation, where should we begin? What is the easiest place to start? First, we need to identify processes that repeats over and over. I think it's easiest place to start by digitalizing paper logbooks. I mean things like equipment logs or maintenance registers. To do this, all we need is a good Survey 123 form. I recommend using Survey 123 forms that are based on an Excel. And after that, the next steps are to define the algorithm and start automation. And defining the algorithm is pretty must-to-do job, because later your project can start be too complex. We have started by combining ArcGIS and Microsoft tools to create an online contract registration system. We can see how the system works on the screen, but what is the most important part? What creates the biggest additional value? I think it's well-formatted and simple forms with properly marked required fields. There should only be enough required fields to ensure that provided information is sufficient to deliver the service. This way we avoid incorrect requests, which creates unnecessary manual work that should not exist in the first place. The second part of this process is to review the request we got and change its status. We send different messages depending on status is chosen. Usually we confirm the requests and tell the client that everything is okay and accepted. They just need to wait for us to contact them about what happened next. And when I say we send messages, it really means that the Power Automate do this for us. We digitalized many paper-based forms. Essentially, customers can now submit almost any request by filling out a Survey 123 form. And our clients like this. And we have already received over 900 requests using the system. So let's count, 900 requests. It means 900 generated reports. For every request, we send one email for our personnel and 2 emails for customers. So we have 900 reports and 2,700 emails. And the question, how much time was needed to do this kind of job? And the answer is the same. The same answer is, and for 5,000 or 10,000 emails. It is none. This was all done automatically in the background. Task management system is our newest project. It's a completely different way to use ArcGIS for us, and it really shows how the flexible system is. We only need a few tools to build it, 2 dashboards, 2 survey forms, and the Power Automate. With just these few tools, we build all key features that the good task management system needs. So the first dashboard is for managers, and this is where they create the tasks. They use a Survey 123 form to add a short description and assign the employees to the tasks. When task is created or updated, it triggers Power Automate flow. This flow automatically sends notifications for everyone involved in the tasks, so they are always informed. In the dashboard, we use Arcade to control all colors. Each color shows a different task status. Arcade also does calculation for us. For example, it calculates how much time is left until the deadline or how many days a task is late. And because we are using dashboards, we also get use all standard charts and statistic tools. The second dashboard is for employees who actually do the tasks. The purpose of this tool is to change task status and add comments. Here employees can see all tasks, even tasks for other people, but they can only edit the tasks that are assigned to them. This is not just a company rule. We build this logic directly into the Survey 123. So the form actually prevents them from editing tasks that are not theirs. In this tool, Survey 123 is integrated directly into the dashboard. This makes it very simple to update the tasks. You just click the task on your list and the survey form appears. The dashboard filters also makes it easy for everyone to find their own assigned tasks. While working on this project, we discovered a new Power Automate feature, the Esri Enterprise Connector. This new connector gives us completely new ways to work with our data. It is what allows us to build a changelog feature. This means every time a change is made to the task, a new record is automatically added to the separate data layer. This way we have a full history of how and when task status was changed or what comments were added. Both dashboards use the same arcade code, so the colors and messages are the same for everyone. As I mentioned, it is important to have a workflow diagram. This diagram shows how our task system works. To make it clear, I use two colors. Blue boxes are for automated processes and black boxes are for manual actions. When you first look at this diagram, it seems balanced, about the same number of blue and black steps. But this is misleading. Blue boxes only show the start of automation. In reality, each automated process consists of many smaller steps, sometimes 4, 5 or more different parts. So, if we counted all the real steps, there should be 5 times more blue than black. This leads for our conclusion. About 80% of this entire system is made of automated invisible actions. An important part of any task management system is keeping employees informed. So this workflow allows us to run a repeating process. This process runs automatically every Monday and creates a list of each employee or manager of tasks that are due in the next 7 days. We did not include this as a in the main workflow diagram because it's not a part of core operations, it is additional functionality. And this is yet another process that is completely invisible. So in a final system, there are even more automated processes that we usually even don't think about it. We also apply this functionality in other projects. This project was created after we received several fines from police for expired insurance or unpaid road taxes. Essentially, we have entered every vehicle in this registry. This allows not only to visually track when actions is needed, but also to stay informed thanks to this functionality. Every 10 days, Power Automate generates a report that lists the deadlines expiring within next 30 days. This way, we no longer miss important tasks, or at least we should not miss it. We use the same method for the contract registry. Here we can track contract values and deadlines in the same way. The difference with this tool is that once a month, we need to edit all records to update how much of contract value has been used. We're still working on these tools and making them better when needed. Our goal is to make them very simple and easy to use, so they make daily work easier. A simple user interface helps colleagues with their daily tasks. However, this focus on simple user interface is for people. It does not affect the automated tasks. Now I want to show a different type of tool. This is the large data collection form we built with Survey 123 for our wastewater treatment plants. We created this form based on the official guide for operational work. The questions on the form covers all regular tasks. and there are more than 80 different questions on this form. So it also works as a checklist or reminder for employees. We had to make a different form for each plant because each plant is different and work they do is different. We had one big problem. The first form was too long and very hard to use. And our solution was to group all those questions by objects or locations. This made the form much simpler. Excel file I am showing you now is a template or blueprint for this form. As I scroll through it, you can see exactly how we organized the questions into these groups. This new structure was made the final form simple and easy to use. With so many questions on the form, showing the data was our biggest challenge, but I am very happy with the solution we found. We use arcade formatting, which allows us to show data in a completely new way for us. For each record, we show a list of all possible tasks. Then we use the colors to show the status of those tasks. So green tasks are complete and red tasks are not complete. This way we can immediately see not only what work was done, but also what work was not done. We also started using ArcGIS in places where SCADA systems is too expensive or not necessary because it's too expensive. For example, some devices have methods that don't need constant data collection. They just need to be checked periodically. So we started collecting data in these places too. Every time someone checks a matter, they fill out a Survey 123 form. This makes data available for everyone who needs it. It also builds a history of the data, and the dashboard allows us to view it easily. We used this same method to replace all paper logbooks used by your dispatchers. We also added automatic calculations. When they enter a new number for the form, automatically finds the previous reading and calculates flow rate. And of course, we connected all this to the monthly reports. Every month, the system automatically pulls the data from the previous months and puts it into table, generates a report, and sends for the personnel who really need this data. And of course, you can have a just presentation without maps, even when this presentation is about an automation. We used maps to help solve a business problem. We need to find companies that still do not have a contract for our rainwater service. On this map, the orange circles show companies that have a general service contract with us. The large blue circle shows companies that also have a specific rainwater contract. This map makes it very easy to see the non-overlapping areas. That is, the orange circles that are not covered by the blue circle. These are companies we need to evaluate. We can now check if they are using the rainwater service, and if they are, we can offer contract to them. We then expanded this process. We added more information to earn rainwater contracts on the map, like the total area the contract covers and the coefficient used for billing. We also enriched the map with new data layers, such as the building roof area and the total plot area. Now we can identify which contracts needs to be updated. This is important because environment changes over time, but old contract often stays the same. Thank you for listening.